Literally crumbling rock walls.
But you know what? You went out of your comfort zone and you climbed up and you sat on the top of that hill, whatever you call it, that rock, and you persevered through the loose rocks. Aren't you proud?
We're on our way to the Badlands. The road's a little bit bumpy, and Ryan is driving as usual. Say hi.
Hi.
So I had never heard of the Badlands until we told some of our friends that we were coming in this direction. And multiple people said that it's one of the best experiences they have ever had, and that it is magical and life-changing. So we're pretty pumped to be here. So far it's pretty. It's a mix of rock formations and then lots of plains, and supposedly there's a ton of wildlife. So let's go see if it lives up to the expectations. So these are the Badlands. French trappers used to call them les moroses, terre à traverser, which means badlands to travel across. But they are beautiful.
So what we're looking at here is basically at one point, probably about 85 million years ago, that up there used to be the ground. Over time it just eroded from washout from the Black Hill Mountains, which are just close by. So now we have these really crazy looking rock structures and formations and things that were just created over time by erosion from water and wind. Pretty amazing.
Good job, honey.
Good job to you.
So, that's all recording?
Yeah. So a really cool thing about the Badlands is this landscape. If you've seen any of the Star Wars movies, there's a scene in there that looks like it was filmed here, but it wasn't. Could have been though. They should have thought about it. Maybe they did, I don't know.
So it gets really rocky up here. This is not your average smooth hiking path. This is dangerous rocks on your right, dangerous cliff on your left. This is what the Badlands look like when there is a storm rolling through. Thankfully, we fast-tracked off of dangerous cliff rocks and down the ladder, and we are on our way back to the car, hopefully before this starts getting too crazy. 15% chance of rain, y'all. 15% chance of rain. Back to camp, and it's pretty here. It's not sunset yet, but you can see some of the oranges and the pinks in the sky. You can see the Badlands in the back, and then the beautiful blue sky over here. And there's the van. Hi, van.
So we had a really great night camping last night. This is where we're parked. You can see the Great Plains right over here, the Great Plains of South Dakota. We're still in South Dakota, just outside. We're probably about 15 miles away from the national park, Badlands National Park. Sorry, had a brain lapse there. But last night was really quiet. We were the only ones out here. You can see there's a couple of hunters walking way over there. But other than that, this was perfect. Both slept well. We slept in a little bit, got some work done this morning, and we are back out to explore more of the national parks, maybe do some hiking, and hopefully see some wildlife.
Badlands Take 2. The weather is gorgeous, and we are off to complete our hike.
There's a deer right there on the side of the hill. I don't know if you can see it or how well you can see it, but we have wildlife.
Look over here, huh?
So this way is a little off trail. We're gonna see what's up here. So if the weather were warmer, this would probably be ripe territory for rattlesnakes. But hopefully it's cool enough that we aren't gonna encounter any, because that would be bad news. I think this is the last ascent. You can hear me. Taking some deep breaths. Quite the climb. But here we are. This was worth the climb for sure. This is pretty cool. I know it's a little scary. Becky's probably freaking out a little bit watching me, but I really want to get these nice views, and I don't think I'm doing anything too crazy, so worth it. This is the edge. This is as far as I'm going to go for now. There's a ladder where we came in on, in the valley, which we're going to walk down into, hopefully. This is beautiful though. Nice trail. Walk right through those little canyons, I guess, or yeah.
Okay, so this is the view from one of the really high mountain peak rock things that are here. And if you look over there, you can see way in the distance all of those tiny cars. That's the road, those are the plains. Here's some more of the Badlands. You can hike wherever you want to in the Badlands. You don't have to stay on a trail, which is great, except that Ryan wanted to hike all the way up here. So we are here. I'll be honest, I just about had a panic attack coming up here. But we're here, and we're getting this really pretty, really unique view of the Badlands. Ryan's over there. So Ryan is like a mountain goat, and you can see him over there just wandering around precariously on the edge of rocks and cliffs, which is not for me. So I am sitting my butt down on this rock right here, waiting for him to come back, and then we're going to figure out how to get back down.
Okay, so we are on the descent. Climbing down these things is a lot of fun, and way easier than going back up.
Crazy.
I don't think Becky is buying that. That's another way to do it. Whatever works. This is about a 4-foot jump, so if you want to do that, you can, but I would probably recommend you go over the top of this and come down this side over here. Nice job. You okay?
Yes.
Good job. Yeah, a little bit slippery. All right, back on the trail. There's Becky, and that's where we climbed up. Right
And
there.
just so people don't think I'm crazy, let me show you these rock formations that look so steady. Look. These are like literally crumbling rock walls.
But you did it.
Literally crumbling rock walls.
But you know what? You went out of your comfort zone and you climbed up and you sat on the top of that hill, whatever you call it, that rock, and you persevered through the loose rocks. Aren't you proud?
The famous mountain sculpture Mount Rushmore is only about an hour and a half from the Badlands. It was created by Gutzon Borglum, and it was finished in 1941 with the help of 400 men. It features 4 presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. We finally made it to Mount Rushmore. We found this quiet pull-off where we could show you George Washington's profile, and we got some really great views of all of Mount Rushmore on our drive up here. So we're excited to finally see this great landmark here in the United States, and we can't wait to show you guys what we find next.
Those are adventure boots. Yeah, but they have wildlife.
Look over here, huh? Hello.
Becky likes to talk to the wildlife, and they sometimes respond. That's what it looks like down. Probably hurt a lot if I fell, so I don't plan to do that. You'd think that Star Wars was filmed here, but it actually wasn't. That's